we're back. Museus joining us in the commentary booth. Let's hope, let's all pray that Mrkssr's computer doesn't crash again for this match. Second match. Let's see.
Guess I should join the live stream so that I could actually see what's going on in this race.
Yeah, do you see it? Nice, okay. Alright, both players, are you on the start? One click away from starting the game?
Yep.
Nice, alright. Good luck to both runners. Okay. On 3, 2, 1, go. On go, you guys start the match. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Are we able to see Mrkssr's stream?
Oh, actually no, we can't. I don't think it's up. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is. Cool. Thank you.
Alright, a little bit delayed, but see the runners start very soon here. So how do you think this round match 2 will go? Close a prediction.
Match one couldn't have gone any worse or any differently for the runners, basically. Marcus getting the worst luck and Upper getting a huge PB. Hopefully things will be more even in this one. The race was very even in many sections before the unfortunate circumstances that Marcus had to face. But let us see how things play out this time.
Yeah, looks like it'll be a really good match. Like you said, the last one was really close for most of it. At one point, it was like a 2-second difference between the two, going into like Avarice 2, I think.
Yep, that's what you would expect from these runners, given what we said before, that they are the closest seeds in this round 1 to be facing off against each other. Their PBs now, especially after this last race, do diverge a bit. Upper giving a huge bump to his position in the leaderboard with that.
Yeah, that was a huge PB.
Sweating, Museus, when you saw that?
I was watching the pink cracks grow on Lord of Doors. I was like, we're real close.
That's hilarious. Yep. It was very close. I believe it's like 10 seconds off your PP, right?
Yep. I have a
like
123.51.
And 4 seconds off of flats. So getting very close to getting past that barrier there, which is impressive which would have been impressive anyway, but to do it in a race. Upper did mention that he didn't have his splits open, so he didn't really know what pace he was on until he pretty much got to the end of Gauntlet. And to some extent, playing Timer Blind that way may have helped. He was just trying to go zoom, as zoom as he could.
And just focusing on the game will really helps.
Not really a better mentality than that, honestly, right? To just not give like any care about the timer and just go for it. Just go fast. Oop, mean imp, hitting Upper and mini arena.
These imps really do just kind of like, they look like they're just flying around, and then all of a sudden you'll notice that like they're sitting a little bit more still than they were, and that's just their wind up. Like, depending on the angle they're at, they just kind of pull back and it doesn't really look like anything.
Yep, and in that pullback, they can definitely dodge your swipe as well. So you can be made to look very silly to swipe the air, and then the imp kind of jumps back at you and knocks you down. So beware of the smallest enemy in this game. Anything can hurt you. As will be evidenced later when we get to Imploft. Although both runners had very clean Implofts the first time. Let's see how it will go later. But for now, Arena 1. Upper having taken another hit.
Upper is at 2 health. I think that he quit out. Oh, he's down to 1 health now. He did take the save and quit before Guardian last time. I'm curious whether he'll just take the save and quit here, right after this arena, or whether he'll try to make it through to Guardian again.
Another option which I can imagine is to get through to the Kronk above the spider lair, and then save and quit there and just go up the ladders. Or alternately, just take the seed. But we do see a save and quit right here, as you called, Museus. He's going to walk through this arena once again. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference would be on going the ladder right above Spider Lair or just going this way. They both kind of are a little out of the way.
I imagine the fastest still would be to just pick up the seed, plant it, and do that before Arena 2. You do have to go through all of this section, but there are a couple of convenient seeds here that you can pick up. It's okay to do the save and quit as well, because you don't waste any seeds, and yeah, no time going for the seeds.
Yeah.
But Marcus will pick up... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that save and quit does put Marcus a little bit ahead here.
Yes.
Heading into the second arena as Upper's pulling the first lever.
They are synced on screen in their split timer, so pretty much exactly the difference that we see on screen is the difference between the runners. Upper just making it past the elevator, and Marcus in wave 2. Imps getting away. These imps can be a little tricky to shoot. Upper... Oh, for a second I thought one of the imps was going to follow Upper in there, but it turned away just in the most blessed manner right before the gate, so we'll not have to deal with that.
Marcus did miss the second mage of the double wave again, but was able to pick it up on the respawn with a deflect, even though it respawned pretty far off.
Upper getting sniped by the same wave. We'll be going to Guardian with 3 health. We did see Upper take the save and quit on 3 health last time, actually. Going into Guardian, let's see what pans out this time. Will he feel more confident after that last run to just go for it?
Yeah, I don't know. Last run he did end up at 1 HP.
Yes.
So the save and quit was the smart move there.
Both runners ended up on 1 HP coming out of Guardian, if I'm not mistaken. So Upper taking the save and quit. Upper, having had 2 save and quits, will definitely be behind, barring a death from Marcus on this side.
Getting the fast roll on that laser.
That was Marcus getting the optimal fight here, I think, almost. Just gets hit there. I think he must have missed some slashes earlier on, which I did not catch. But it looked very good besides that. And a very decent exit time for the situation. Marcus exiting the arena as Upper starts the fight. So. Clean pair of heals here for Marcus, shown to Upper. Upper will be chasing. Upper is capable though, as he has proven just now. So get sniped by the laser. It's a very hard roll to time to dodge that laser, even if you get the damage cycle perfectly. But it's
they are both. Something interesting about their fights. Last run, both of them ended up fighting in front of Guardian, I believe. This time, both of them ended up in the corner behind Guardian, doing the just full DPS combo.
You need one fight to warm up against Guardian, right?
Right.
That poor sign, both runners hitting the sign.
And I'm sure many people will be aware of this, but I always like pointing this out. The sign, when you slash it and then you read it, the text box itself appears slashed, almost as if it's exactly reflecting the sign itself. So I always thought that was a very clever touch by the Acid Nerf folk to bring in that little graphic thing there. But yeah, if you haven't tried it, try reading one of the signs. It'll be normal. The text box will look normal. Then you slash the sign and read it again. You'll only be able to read the slashed half of it. So it's very clever.
Yeah, very cool detail.
I had never tried that in game before, and then I saw somebody post a picture of it, and I thought that it was an edit for a minute of somebody
It
just.
does look like it. It looks very janky. Like it looks like someone has literally slashed the dialogue in Photoshop or something. And that's why it kind of works. The humor in this game is just very good, very top notch.
It's really fun having the timers perfectly in sync like this, being able to like keep track of where everybody is rather than trying to judge what the load list delay is.
Yeah, I'm
Something a
glad our
little bit.
runners have comparable machines, basically, it seems like. Marcus exiting Cemetery pretty much on par with what he did last time. I imagine Upper is going to be a bit behind what he was last time. I'll continue to post their deltas in chat, so we will try to keep track of their progress through the run, despite the fact that they are in different sections.
And now that Upper's got a, I don't know if Upper was running his own splits before, but now that there's a PB in the splits, we'll be able to just see the red versus green numbers as well.
Very true.
Yeah, I think it's comparing to the last run, so probably save the splits. Marcus getting
Try
the pot
pothead
skip.
skip, it looks, over on Mrkssr's side. Still skipping the pothead soul, going for the lever soul again.
Based strat, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I'm curious. You were mentioning that Marcus goes for the 2 after bomb instead of getting the spider lair souls. I'm curious about getting the pothead soul and the lever soul, and then just getting the 1 extra soul after bomb, whether the times line up or not.
That's fair. I think these are interesting questions. I'm sure if there are learned members in chat who have already timed this, they'll let us know. But if not, we should probably time these out because it's a clear community opinion that no one likes spider lair. So if we can get rid of it, I'm sure everyone will be pleased. Snipe in the cutscene does not lose time, but it just feels bad for Marcus there. But we do see Upper entering right side now. Okay, for a second I thought he was going to get hit by the trailing grunts, but gets through. Dealing with left side mage without aggroing right side mage. That's the ideal way to do it. Right side mage is now aggroed, but gets away. Upper's just going to wait for the second teleport to clean him up. Marcus getting a really nice mage spawn there to recover some mana for these 2 arrows. Otherwise he would have been 1 short.
Yeah, the one downside of doing the pothead skip and running both sides without any quit outs is that suddenly the left side has a whole lot more enemies that you're trying to keep track of while you're going through all of these like long distance fire shots.
Clean finish from Marcus there. Upper also gets the blessed mage. I do notice Upper always seems to kill the mage instead of letting it go for a second round of mana recovery, I guess. I guess Upper will be using the mushrooms to some extent, and this one solitary mage that spawns here. We do see Marcus, of course, going for the Liber Soul under the archers. Yeah, Upper going for the mushrooms off to the side there as his mana source.
Like Marcus has a bit larger of a lead entering Manor than last time. I don't remember quite what the difference was, but I'm pretty sure that it's like a 10 or 15 second gap right now.
If based on what I have written, down. Okay, oh no, actually I did not record their estate times last time. I just went straight for fireballs, so yeah. Let's see how far apart they are this time. It does look like a 20-second plus exit difference. Yeah, it is a 25-second difference. But Upper has recovered some time here. A bunch of time.
Upper rolling for those like 2 pots entering a state. Is it better to roll in or just move up just a little bit? Because I usually move up a little bit, but I think both runners rolled in and then got the 2 pots to enter a state. Is that better? I don't think I've seen that.
I personally do the same thing which you mentioned, where you just move up
Just a little bit. Yeah.
just a little bit till you see your character move like a little hair, and then you're able to actually shoot. Otherwise, the left side pot is blocked by the table, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's right.
But otherwise, if you just move up a hair, you should be able to hit it.
I do believe that rolling makes your bow charge faster slightly. I think it like saves a couple frames if you hold the like charge button while you're landing out of your roll. So that might have something to do with it. But I'm not sure.
That's interesting. Never
Did-
considered that.
Did the game crash or he's still in it because the time was still going? What
Yeah,
happened there?
just did some time travel there for a second.
Oh,
Yeah, it just looks like some issues with the stream coming through.
I'm confused as to what happened here. Why did Marcus have to go through this section twice? What's happening?
yeah, I think the game might have crashed. I don't know what. Oh, now it's. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, no. No,
He was stuck behind that pot for a
Oh,
second there.
Okay. Looks like we're
Um,
back.
I definitely missed something there because Marcus went through the first room with the mage and the blue pot, green pot, twice. The door was open when he went through the second time, so something happened there. I
Yeah.
missed it personally.
Because I'm pretty sure because he was at the menu for a second, so it looked like maybe the game crashed. I don't know.
We do know that before we even started, his CPU was pretty high, so there can be a bunch of issues that we may see. Both of them get the fire, skip first try, Upper cleaning up with Crow 1. If anything, it looks like we have flipped pretty much the script in terms of who is in the lead, because you can see Upper is getting out of this arena as Marcus is just starting the fight. So if I'm not mistaken, this will mean pretty much how the 25-second lead for Upper has been changed by... Yep, it's pretty much going to be a 25-second lead for Upper now instead of a 25-second lead for Marcus. Unfortunate split.
Jay saying in chat that the
He had to say it
Key
quick
got
before the
closed.
key. Ooh. That's really messed up if it was a game issue. Something to look back in the VOD and check out after this race. So yeah, technical issues plaguing Marcus today a bit. Oof, that roll was spooky for a second. Still managed to get hit once. Upper, meanwhile, clearing out big pot with his strats perfectly. It's just clearly has practiced it enough to pull it off consistently. Misses one arrow, so it's only going to have the one arrow for the first brazier in Imploft. Nails it, beautiful. Not even like any delay, just went for it, full confidence. One imp hitting him through the wall, but clean Imploft otherwise. Oh, as I say it, it all goes downhill. The last ladder shot not working out.
as it goes in Imploft.
Marcus did take those hits against Big Pot while we were looking at Imploft. So he goes in with 2 health. He did have to take the heal in Imploft last time as well, because he was down to 1 HP. Let's see the situation unfolding this time. Fairly clean start. Let's see if he will get the last ladder hit. Beautiful. So very clean Imploft. Will gain some time here. Oh,
Getting hit at the top of the ladder there is
That-
always unfortunate.
it is a unfortunate timing thing. The imps usually will have queued their attack and already attacked you before you get off the ladder, or they will attack you after you have rolled away from the ladder. But sometimes you can get sniped right as you get off the ladder, which is what happened to Marcus there. Pray for the safe seed pickup. Rolls back and forth, just avoids the imps, not taking any chances, not slashing at them. There was a cloud of imps there. So just playing it safe.
Grunt getting in the way of the explosive pot there on
Having
upper
to-
side.
Having to kill 2 of them without a pot.
Going for the aggressive roll slash on the Lickitung fight. Gets caught by a grunt.
2 HP. Should be comfy with this parry. Yep, kills it. There you go. Yeah, in those situations, definitely going for the charge parry instead of rolling in makes a lot of sense. Just get that 6 damage from the charge parry. Don't worry too much about rolling in. Marcus gets sniped instantly with the shield.
We're almost
For a
put out
second,
there. That was very scary. Luckily he caught that. And then quit out the game.
Seeing a bunch of that happen today. Didn't see that happen much at all yesterday. Maybe I was not paying as much attention.
Yeah, I don't think it happened much last match.
And it definitely can happen, so something to be careful about. Upper, if you may have noticed, goes for the pot that we usually go for last. Goes for its second, hits it from the left side. Does not try to go from the center. I've heard him mention a bunch of times in stream that he's had issues with hitting the green pot in the center of the other side of the shelf. Very common problem, of course, because the auto aim decides to do whatever it wants to do, impose its will on your run, and shoot towards the center instead of the left. So smart to adapt to that and come up with your own strat of going from the left. Marcus goes from the center, shows how it can be done from the center as well. But yeah, Upper was able to, by the way, get through Spooky Roll cleanly. We will see if Marcus gets through and lights the brazier fine. Aggressive fight from Upper here. Very nice kill on the Lickitung. Should be able to clean up these mages. As I say it, stuff goes wrong. And he has to clean up the last mage on a teleport respawn. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. But it does seem to be happening a lot. Marcus also going for the aggressive strats, trying to kill off the Lickitung before. Tried to go for a double kill on the mage. It is very swag to get the 2 projectiles to go in different directions and kill both the mages simultaneously. But one mage escapes, similar to Upper, has to clean it up on the next one. Ava one time. I'm sorry, Grad. It is a bad curse that I'm doing. I'm sorry, runners. I would say it's more of me being hopeful that they will do amazing, perfect things, and obviously mistakes just happen in runs. That just happens. Cannot avoid it. We're getting through wave 1. For a second, I thought they were gonna get hit.
Trash.
They did get hit.
It's like clockwork. Oh man.
Yeah. I have the time stone or some weird device which I'm able to predict. This is... Second wave is pretty predictable. Let's see what sort of strats in the third wave. Only arrows the 2 grunts. I have seen strats where you arrow all 4 of the entrants in this wave so you can kind of kill them quicker. Last wave gets the clean shield opening on the Licky Tongue, but has to roll out of the way for a sec because it looks spooky. Oh, gets sniped. Gets
Oh,
sniped.
this is a scary place to be.
All enemies alive. This is a very scary place. Literally all enemies were alive for a second there. 2 imps still. 1 imp still around. Gotta be careful. Okay, that imp is gone. There's still 1 pot. Keeping a close eye. Okay.
Nice.
Gets
Having to
through.
play safe there did give Mrkssr some time to catch up here.
Marcus on full HP going into the last wave, so should be able to make a much faster job of it. And it looks like he is. This is a very good fight.
Nice. Didn't take a hit.
Upper will still be ahead, of course, significantly, but it is going to cut down a bunch of the lead.
So I couldn't quite see whether Upper landed on the wall or the lamp there. You could actually land on that lamp that is above the desk and then just roll right over the desk and not have to like path around it. Which you could see is like this tiny little hitbox. So a lot of the time you just fall and get stuck behind the desk. But if you can get that consistent, you save like half a second to a second.
Here again, we will probably see Marcus pull ahead because of skipping Spider Lair. So we will compare times at the end of bomb. They will look a little off because Marcus still will need a couple of extra soul orbs. But of course, Marcus will also be hoping to have a much better showing in the split compared to the chain dying in Ava 2 last time. So we do want to see how he will be adapting. But yeah, both runners heading towards the romantic gondola.
I think a true ending tournament would ever be good for well, actually true ending is even longer. I don't remember how long true ending is.
Trending is longer for longer than this, if that's what you mean. But
Yeah.
trending glitched is not.
Yeah, I was
so we
thinking
could
glitch
have-
because glitch is extremely quick. But
Yeah. We could definitely do it. We should do a glitched. Bring in the glitched runners of the fold into some tournament.
that is well, this is like a tiny announcement. I am planning on hosting another tournament for any percent glitch. So if there's any percent glitch runners in the chat, it is up in the challenge website. If you go on the Crow Gamers like webpage, you could see it is up, but it won't happen until like August. It'll be pretty much the same format as this tournament, but just any percent glitch.
I thought Marcus was going to take a hit there. The shortcut did not open though. So he has to go back and get it again.
Yeah, that is one of the more finicky bomb walls that I've seen. You could have it land, like, it gets blocked by the railing, or it just is a little out of range, and you end up having to wait for a second bomb to spawn.
Same as last run, bombs not cooperating in this green key arena. Let's see if it... Oh, Upper having a hard time breaking this wall. Both runners having some problems with bomb walls. Does manage to get 2 grunts with the bomb, which is 2 better than what Marcus got. Gets blocked at the gate, does Upper for a second. So again, it's just grunt RNG, which can really affect the start of this ruin split. After you get past the start, stuff gets a lot more consistent. Apart from the 1 grunt blocking your shot to a bomb plant, everything should go smooth. Once again, Marcus not going for the Kronk. Will we see any Kronks from Upper
It
side?
does feel like the correct move after yesterday's match of both runners getting hit with the long walk back to the end of the jungle.
Upper also opting not to. Also, again, not doing the bomb wall skip, just going through Forest Camp, saying hi to Forest Mom and all her friends, saying hi to Barb as well, who should not forget that's the first place we see Barb. It's easy to think of Barb as a Lockstone character, but she does start off in the jungle.
Marcus did have a really clean fire plant there, killing both of them with deflects in the first wave, and then
Just missed the
last
deflect.
one.
Upper just missed the same deflect which you were just talking about. Also, the last one lets the grunts go away a bit, so he'll have to wait for the last one to come by. Yeah, Marcus has had a clean ruin so far. Apart from that, the issues with the bomb wall and the key arena. Good movement, just getting through it all.
And here he is in last arena now.
Targeting the mage. Love to see it. This is very good positioning. Nice. Gets the remaining 3 grunts and the flame plant in one hit. Works out very kindly. And gets these 3 grunts clean baiting of the enemies and getting the bomb plant to land perfectly. Upper doing the same, killing the mage. I wonder if he'll go for the charged heavy. No, it does not go for the charged heavy immediately to kill the plant, but does it later. You can attack the grunt and deflect the projectile back to the flame plant simultaneously. And Upper running into the other common issue where the last grunt escapes the bomb plant. It is worthwhile sometimes to just roll slash and kill that grunt while the bomb is killing the other 2. Because the ladder in this arena takes so long to spawn, regardless of pretty much where you are, you will have time to get to that ladder before it spawns, so you won't lose time by killing the grunt down below manually. For a second I thought that bomb wall was also going to misbehave, but works
Yeah,
out.
that was a little close to the edge of the range there.
Accidentally talking to the forest child right there, the loud one.
Is it an accident, or was he just trying to give him some love? That forest child is so cute. It's like a marshmallow, as you were saying.
Yeah, they all hold like marshmallow weapons, which is very
Kinda
adorable.
crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, very interesting, quirky art style they've chosen in this game, which makes it really nice, honestly.
That's a business opportunity right there. If anyone makes like a plushy forest child, oh man, I'd pay good money for that.
Gets the late fall on this bridge. You can roll as you're walking through the door and fall off the bridge before the frog cutscene. You watch Marcus just kind of slowly slide over the edge. I don't think it really saves that much time, but it does start you on the level that you're going to instead of having to go around the corner there. Really clean arena, but like also very stressful positioning for a lot of it.
This race is flipping back and forth like a roller coaster. Obviously, a lot of this is kind of fake time, say for Marcus, which we won't know until we actually get to Stranded Sailor. Because Marcus, as we've mentioned, is not going for Spider Lair. The grunts bullying Upper a bit there. Not even getting taken out cleanly by the bomb plant. Had to take one of them out himself.
Marcus undercharging a fireball and having to break the bomb wall between these torches. Goes for the safety seed here.
But the seed
Timing
last
on
time
that,
as well.
on that bomb wall skip is so tight. It's like you basically have to min charge the fireball to be sure you're gonna get it.
avoiding the spiders deftly. Oh, first Marcus debated us there for a second. He was facing towards the spider, but does the deflect back very well. One spider going to knock him, looked like it, and it did knock him. Will he go for the heal or go through with 3 HP? I imagine he's going to feel confident going into Crow 3 with 3 HP, but may opt for the heal afterwards. Upper is already on 3 HP, so we'll be looking to not take more hits here. And if he does, I imagine he will take the heal. Spider, yep, happened. The spider windup is a lot easier to see as a commentator, I'm finding, as compared to when you're actually playing and in the thick of the action. And obviously that makes sense because you're focusing, and when you're on the couch it's much easier to kind of have your eyes all over the screen, whereas when you're playing you're kind of focusing on your character and trying to avoid getting hit and stuff. But yeah, spiders are mean to the runners today. Marcus narrowly avoiding that spider, but seems to be getting through this arena unscathed so far, hitless. So the strat of not taking the heal after arena 2 working out for Marcus. Let's see if he even takes the heal here.
Yeah, I'm curious whether they'll take the heal before arena 4, because he did pick up the safety seed after the bomb wall key. So we do have an extra seed. It's just after a hitless arena 3, who knows whether he'll take it.
Goes for it. Opts for the peace of mind. Honestly, that's the most important thing in this situation, is to not have that additional worry in your head of having 1 health less. Water Bros arena can be a bully. Just don't take any chances. Both entering Crow 4. Upper had a considerably easier time with the spiders, which is what you want to see. Now we don't...
Sometimes those spiders can just dodge while they're in midair. You do like a double light attack and they'll like change direction midair. I don't know what the like coding is on that, but it does not feel fair.
Really doesn't dodge in a dodge. What is this dodgeception? Don't want this. Oh, Marcus gets hit by the projectile, gets hit again. Only has 1 hammer, bro. Maybe you can take 1 hit and do the death warp for us, Marcus. There you go. Okay, now just don't actually die though. That was really close. Okay, let's see if we get the death warp here. I'm hyped for it. No, opts not to go for it. It is spooky for that second there after you roll off. So just for context, you can interact with that crow and then roll off the edge to death warp back to the door simultaneously while the crow cutscene is playing. So it saves time, because otherwise you have to save quit after the cutscene. Instead you end up here already. Sometimes you can even get early control and get a few rolls in before the crow cutscene fully plays. So it has a bunch of advantages. You can save up to like 5 to 6 seconds in this split. Don't see that. I hope we get to see it at least once during this tournament. But for now, we head to Eva 2.
Be the change you want to see, Shresh.
I'm just going to tank damage. Just tank damage optimally in Arena 4.
Timer's pretty close right now between the 2 runners.
For this one, I'm actually going to defer timing them until they get to Lockstone, because the time that we get here will not be accurate. So let's see when they get to Lockstone how far apart they are.
Ooh, Mark's getting clipped by a small blob there.
Remember, he did die here multiple times last time, especially this particular wave of the archers and the grunts was a big bully. He was usually down to 1 HP dealing with spiders, so this is a marginal improvement. as much of an improvement as spiders can be on anything. Gets through most of the spiders, only 2 left. Slashing wildly, there's really not much else. It's a very relatable feeling. That was relatable. Missing the green mage, just probably going to play it safe to clear out these mages. Not going to take chances. The goal is to get through Ava to Deathless this time, I imagine, for Marcus. And
there it
succeeds in doing it, yeah. Upper on the last wave. 1 mage gets away, so just have to wait to clean it up. But Upper, I think, made up a bunch of time there. So I imagine any time loss that Marcus now has to take to get those extra souls will just be putting him behind Upper. As far as I can tell, they are level coming out of bomb, pretty much.
Yeah. Almost down to the second, it looks.
39-17-ish for Marcus. Going to be similar, actually, for Upper. 39-16 or 17. Yep. Upper may have maybe a fraction of a second of lead, but Marcus will be falling behind here because of getting these souls.
Taking the path back down the stairs there, avoiding the risk of getting stuck behind the wall. You can, after picking up the orb, roll over the wall and just land right back down on the lower platform. But you could also fall and get trapped inside there, which, depending on how much mana you have at that point, could be the end of the your time and having to save and quit back to Avarice. But
there are 2 pots behind that wall, but it sucks. Yeah, you don't want to get stuck back there. It's the worst thing. Because very often when you get stuck back there, that place does not even have enough room to break that bomb wall without getting sniped yourself. Like, you have to really go all the way back to avoid getting hit. It's just a bad situation. Also, I did note Marcus had just about 8 soul left over after that, so skipping Spider Lair worked out in terms of soul routing. And they're off to Stranded Sailor.
rolling over the wall there, I feel like I knew that that was possible, but I just completely forgot. I always just run around the steps there.
Yeah, I love how the Deathstar community has collectively decided to avoid steps in any way possible. That's become the steps here, the steps after the Steadhorn tutorial. You try to avoid all of them, just roll past them. Especially because the game designers have some reason decided to make the steps, even though they have like 3 or 4 steps, they've decided to make them super windy and out of the way and make you go super slow around them. So I am a fan of not doing those steps. Marcus going for hook slash, it looks like. Marcus, this is a change right here that we see. Big difference from last time.
Ooh.
Oof, the bomb
Bomb on the wall,
misses.
yeah.
Marcus just taking out his frustration, throwing the bomb at Barb instead. But that is very interesting to see. He took the door, so he at least has the option of going to get hook slash. Whether he exercises that option or not is something we will see.
Have we done the timings on whether hook slash is any faster? It seems like it'll be comfier, but I don't
It's
know how much
slower
comp
for
that
sure.
is.
It will definitely be slower. I don't think it buys enough over the course of the remaining part of the run. But it's one of those things that, if depending on your own mentality and like what you feel comfortable with, it can make your particular run faster. But I think optimally, it doesn't make it faster, I guess.
We have Upper basically one arena ahead here. Marcus's stream is frozen right now. I'm curious whether that's the stream or a crash.
Very scared.
Oh, there it is refreshing.
Okay.
I think that went back. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah, it
went
kind
back
of looks
again.
like a game crash.
This is what happened last time, I feel.
Oh.
It looks like a similar situation to last time where the stream went back after the crash.
Yeah, I think it did crash. No.
We haven't gotten any confirmation from Marcus in Discord yet.
No, I
about
think
what-
yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it looks like I think it is. It did crash.
Yeah, it
another
doesn't look like it's just looping now.
Yep. Oh man. Not even hook shot. Wasn't even we weren't even up to hook shot yet.
very unfortunate scenes. Marcus will be feeling probably the worst of everyone for this happening. He has been worried about this. We all have been worried about it for him as well. We were all praying though that it would not happen. Does this mean that Upper gets the match win by default? Is that
Yes.
what I understood?
If it's a disc, yeah. Oh dang, yeah. I think Marcus was on PB pace too. That was oh man. Yeah, very unfortunate.
Yeah, Marcus was way ahead of last time, of course, just by virtue of not having those deaths. So it's really unfortunate that this should happen.
Marcus was saying last time that the save file didn't even continue properly after the crash, it seemed.
Yeah, the save file seems to get corrupted, right? Is something he's mentioned before as well. Yeah. Ali, to answer your question, it seems to be something that happens with Unity games, from what I understand from talking to Marcus. So it's happened to him with Death Store, Hollow Knight, and Tunic are the games that he's mentioned that have caused this issue before. So it seems to just crash completely. And the common denominator seems to be Unity, but that's just conjectural. We don't really know what's causing any of this. Meanwhile, having a good time continuing on. He's still behind his previous pace, I think, because that was just a tear of a pace. But
yeah, it's better like operating there in that arena. I think they were jumping around.
Yep. Got the one hit on that arena as well. Oh no, Marcus was 2 minutes ahead of PB when that happened. That's really unfortunate.
Just think of how easy it'll be once the game stops crashing. Just get a free massive PB.
Seriously. So much practice.
We're entering Arena 4. Going for
This is the bomb.
At the beginning there.
That bomb missing is really not the worst thing if the rest of the arena goes well, because you can just bomb at the end like Upper just did. You really don't need to care about the first bomb so much. You just need to be aware that it missed, so you can clean up later. And Upper seems to have a handle on his backup strats well enough to know that. Oh,
Getting
snipe.
clipped by the halberd.
Don't like that to happen twice, especially. But just damage tanking your way through this works fine. The backpack blocking the staircase is one of those things which, when you're on a pace or something, it can just really annoy you completely, even though there's not
Looks like
much.
he's only about 7 seconds behind PB right now, based on the colors of the. I believe based on the colors of the timer now.
I imagine it must be more if it's already red for the split, because the split
Oh,
takes a
you're
bunch
right.
of time.
That
to
would
get
be
into.
against gold, I believe. So, no, I think that it's 7 seconds behind PB, and he's currently red against gold. Am I like completely misremembering live split colors?
Oh, maybe that's, you could be right about that. Maybe this is behind gold. Yeah.
Like opening up live split, trying to check the colors to see what's happening. It is behind and gaining time is pink. Green is
Okay.
ahead.
It must be behind because I have a recorded time for upper of getting the hook shot outside, like the final hook shot spell itself, as 49:37 in the last run. So I'm guessing it's actually considerably behind on the PB. Because he's just started it and it's already 49:21. Let's see if it changes to red at 49:37-ish. That will basically tell us that that's the moment that he goes behind. Yep, see, I think it just turned red.
You would think I would know this after thousands of hours speedrunning, but who really knows the live split colors?
Live split is fake. Oh my god, he's doing the front hug strats. Never seen that. Smo also did not like that. Hit him twice. Yeah, this will be about 50 seconds behind his PB based on that exit time.
It's about a minute behind PB here.
Upper did have a really good pace in the later sections of this PB, so I imagine there is not too much easy time save for him to get. But we will be keeping our eyes on that to see how that runs out.
Like Shrush was saying yesterday, the split is a lot of movement that kind of looks like you're just running through the game, but there is a lot of some like high stress moments as you go through this second half of Lockstone. I believe the first one is coming up. This grabbing this key here and rolling over to the ladder can just kind of miss the roll, and then you end up falling down to the lower level and having to go back up the big long ladder, which almost happens there but does not quite get stuck.
For a gate skip. First try. That is well done. Of the 3 skips in this section, I would say gate skip is my personal least favorite.
Yeah, it's kind of close. Like, it's a difficult angle to like see where you're trying to roll to when you're standing basically right in front of the thing you're trying to land on. And it kind of doesn't feel like you should be able to land there. It does save quite a bit of time over doing the whole puzzle.
That's one of those sections which I encourage everyone to actually look at in debug, because when you do that skip, like you said, it looks so glitchy. It looks like you shouldn't be able to land there. But when you look at the actual hitboxes and how the game looks like with the hitboxes, it makes a lot more sense. So I'd encourage anyone who's doing that skip and has been befuddled by it ever, just open up debug, check it out. It might help you make more sense of what's happening there. By the way, I think we've been kind of skirting around this, but the winner of this match does go on to play the first seed, Vareem, that is. So Upper has done a great job here, but will have a very hard time going forward. It's a pretty brutal bracket that we have, to be honest. The first round feeding into the second round, where people are kind of waiting with their buys. Upper will definitely, I think, have the hardest time. Actually, it's hard to say. All our top seeds are quite good at this game, so the main point is that despite this amazing performance from Upper, he still has a tough road ahead to get ahead in this tournament.
Yeah, especially considering Vareem just got his new world record like this morning, I think.
Yep. Very again, big shout outs to Vor for that. Definitely a party day in the Death Store community with the tournament happening and New Reki in the same category. Of course, we have to take into account that Upper's rate of PB is definitely higher than Vor's right now, right? In terms of the amount of time gained per PB. So if we extrapolate, that clearly means that Upper is going to race and zoom past Vareem. Yeah, it'll be an interesting match regardless, because runners who are ascendant can pull off great things, especially in a race situation. If one runner can really rise to the occasion and the other runner has some unfortunate mistakes or issues or technical issues, anything out of their control, the race can swing. So it's good to see that we will be having some like very exciting matchups going into the second round as well.
Yeah, races really do reward consistency. There's a lot of things that can go wrong that will either lose you a couple seconds that add up across the run, or just one thing going wrong, like a death at the end of Overgrown Ruins, and suddenly you're 2.5 minutes behind where you expected to be. So sometimes it's worth taking the 5-second loss here and there and making sure you don't make any of those big mistakes, which can really swing races either way.
Here we see Upper in the laser arena. We know historically there have been some issues here, but uses the Hammer Bro as a body shield against the laser and gets through perfectly fine, hitless so far. One boomerang return hits him in the face.
You know, I made a pretty good decision doing this commentating on all these runs. I'm getting a surprising amount of new tech just from watching these runs.
This is a great way to learn.
That hook shot, right, is what I'm guessing you were talking about.
No, more just like the roll heading in the Stranded Sailor, or like when you get to the first puzzle in Upper Lockstone where you shoot the switch across the room and then run up the pillar. I always like roll over to the side to get more in line with the switch, whereas
Oh,
Upper just kind of stood right in the doorway and was able to hit the switch without an issue.
yep. You want to insta hit that one so you can climb up the ladder immediately. Yeah, that one is a good one. It's definitely true. I'm actually looking forward to commentating so much because of that. Oh, this grunt trapped in the ice. Yep, got sniped. That's the worst place for that grunt to spawn, and it spawns there surprisingly often, for me at least, and it always ruins your day at the end of an ice skating section, especially if you've been going hitless throughout the whole thing, and then you're forced to take a heal because of that one grunt, so it feels bad. Ice Arena though coming up, let's see how it goes. Goes for TFT strats on the left. Let's see if he will go for the in mid-flight mage kill. Love to see it. Setting it up, gets the kill. Beautiful execution on that first wave strat. Clean kill on the mage as well. Will he be able to line up this mage and archer? Good enough.
Yeah, this is a really clean arena. Everything's just kind of... I don't even know. It's like a graceful clear.
It is very, very clean looking. It looks nice. And if it looks nice, honestly, it usually is it's a good sign that it's good. Oh, that unfortunate one hit there. Was worried about that projectile from the second hammer bro as well. But
Does mean that Upper's going to have to decide between going into Betty on 3 health or trying for a quick heal beforehand.
my bet is he will go in on the 3 health, but will grab the door. I feel like I've seen Upper fairly confident with his Betty fight.
Yeah.
There we see that playing out. Now we have to pray for no wombo combos or just bad stuff happening. Start.
Clip there. Let's see if he can recover. Yep. Gets right back into the rhythm.
We'll probably not get roll skip at this stage, I imagine. But we will see. Oh, he does. Nice.
Yeah, he was able to work in an extra light attack after recovering the first time to get that get back on pace for the roll skip.
There's a nice Betty kill. Upper is just having a very consistent time of this. Not doing anything like overtly, crazily, which will lose him a bunch of time. Just keeping it consistent, playing safe, as Mrkssr said. Just got to get through the run in a consistent manner. That's what will get you the wins more than anything. I guess what also gets you wins is your opponent PC crashing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which we don't wish on anyone. But not to say it's the good thing is it's not like it feels like Upper didn't give a good account of himself, or he was like losing or anything. Upper seems to have done a very good job with his run, both the previous one and this one, so can't begrudge him this at all, even though like there's a bit of fortune playing into his favor here, just based on how well he's running. You can imagine the race going this way regardless, so.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's still on pace for what, like another 125-ish?
Yep, which is crazy. Good pace, which will, again, like, starting today, he was 3 minutes behind any of this, so yeah. He has a 120 at 30 PB, just to remind everyone, so these paces are amazing. And based on like the calculations we did earlier, he was like 50 to 60 minutes behind. I think he's still pretty much that amount of time behind. So it's keeping pace. That itself can be hard to do. Getting stuck for a second there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that bomb wall bombing position myself. I have very often gotten stuck or bound myself. So maneuvering through it with your hook shot, definitely not a bad idea.
Yeah, that room is really difficult to get a like solid placement on. There's a lot of it's a really tight enclosed space. There's a big enemy sitting there right by the door. You can just roll right over that wall, which I was not aware of. You can...
Yeah, I think Wiljo found that one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that role is blessed. It's a relatively new entry, I think, into most speedrunners' vocabulary because most people just weren't aware of it until we saw it in Pudding Hundo Run. We all decided to start copying it. But it does come from Vijo originally, apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of like both restricted and unrestricted tech that came out of Weejo. You've just kind of been picking this game apart for like a year now, I think.
Amazing rope.
Yeah, Vijo is inside the Matrix.
It's very true.
Roll there as well from the upper level onto the corner was very stressful to watch.
Did get perfect gate skip last time. Same keyboard setup, works out well done again.
Oh, it's easier on the keyboard? I didn't,
Upper does a keyboard setup,
Huh.
which is, I think he's the only one who does it. And I
Having
think it's
seen
one
it
of those
work
things.
first time 2 times in a row, though.
Yep.
Might start doing that.
It's his secret is just hold up for the first roll and direct left for the second roll, so it's not even a very complicated setup. Definitely recommend it for people. I did try it. It didn't. I just suck at gate skips. It didn't quite work out for me. But I am a very bad person to follow for gate skip tech. It just scares me. I end up falling in the water multiple times before getting it. So, but I
Yeah.
highly recommend anyone to try it out. It is a good time save.
I'm still trying to get pothead skip 100% consistent.
There's no such thing as 100. No, I mean it is very consistent for people who who we see run the game. So yeah, I'm sure anyone can do it if you put your mind to it. Heading towards Majorkant without taking a hit is nice. He will be hoping to get into the arena at least without taking a hit and optimally get all the way to Frog King. 2 hits. Gonna wait for this mage. Boomer is getting overly friendly, but stays away long enough that he can enter the arena. Still hitless. Let's keep an eye on that health. Okay, it goes down. Similar thing to last time with the slash, the heavy slash, propelling you into the water. Gonna take the heal here. Definitely faster than save quitting outside the door, but when will he get the opportunity? Right now is probably the best time. Does not take it. So I'm not sure when he will actually be in position to get that part. In the second wave, most of the enemies actually end up being on the left side, away from that part. So if you want to take a heal, you ideally want to take it before this wave starts. He's going to backtrack. He's going to probably miss the mage now because of that. So I don't know which.
I was wondering whether the deflect would have enough time to get back across before it despawned.
Smooth. Oh man.
Very close to the edge, but very swag to just keep rolling on the edge and get by. Will be able to. Will he skip the door? It is a possibility to skip the door here because he took Fortress Door. Playing it safe. Full disclosure, we're not sure if Upper is aware that the race is called, so he is going as fast as he can, from what I understand.
Yeah, Upper is deafened in Discord, and I don't believe has 2 monitors. So I don't know whether they have Discord open at all right now.
But since they are in such a hype pace again, I do want to let it play out. Nice juggles.
Switching over to Fireball. Gets all 4 double hits on the frog there.
Feeds the bomb. This is heading towards a fairly clean kill. As long as the ledge strats on the other side are fine. This fight is fairly consistent. And we've seen Upper perform it very well last time. No reason not to expect the same again. No kamikaze this time. Just a clean kill before the Frog King even gets to spit at Upper, so works out well.
Yeah. I wonder what their gold is on that split, because that seemed like a really fast Frog King to me. I don't know what the standard is for a fast Frog King anymore, but
it definitely felt fast, yeah. I don't think anyone goes faster than getting to the left side anyway, so it's all down to that section, I guess. And I'm guessing Comsaw will be skipping door and stuff, but small things like that. I also know that you can skip that cutscene if you fall off into the water at a very precise position. The Frog King cutscene, that is, but never seen it replicated in a run.
At the beginning part?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you fall in, you'll spawn like on a tile, and if you're lucky, maybe a tile close enough to the Frog King. Skip all that walking.
I think it's random, isn't it? You just like run in, land in the water, and it'll just drop you somewhere, and it might trigger the cutscene immediately.
Yeah, so I haven't seen. Maybe someday we'll have that skip, a setup for that. It's one of those, I think, which is untapped.
Might be worth it to go for a race situation if you know you're behind. Maybe go for that. Roll the dice.
Really clean intro to Furnace right now.
Yeah, it's just zooming. I imagine he did some warm-ups before because he came into the first race all guns blazing. Just completely going crazy. Although to be fair, he had a slowish symmetry, but thereafter he's been zooming in both runs. In both runs he has had some early struggles, but very fast thereafter. And it is reflective. Guardian and the first 2 arenas are some of the more technical parts of this run. Learning the scripts for them are the parts which a lot of speedrunners struggle with. Not just beginners, but even like intermediate and like to some extent folks who have been running this for a while. You will find that their understanding of first 2 arenas will be maybe even less than their other arenas, just because the first 2 are that complicated. They are long. They're longer than most arenas, and you are at strength 0. All of those put together make that section kind of tough. Anyway, we come into the Furnace arena. Very easy to deal with on strength 5. Pretty much everything dies on 1 hit except the mage. Good utilization of the hook shot to get around, but does not get on the platform within cycle. That's one of those small cycle things that you have to pay attention to in Furnace. Furnace is pretty much all about cycles.
Have you ever seen that plague cannon doctor with the? We've seen that bomb like block you in a speedrun. Has that ever happened to you guys before?
Yeah, when the bomb just completely stands in front of the gate and fully blocks the entrance. Yeah,
seems
because the
pretty
bomb doesn't
rare.
look.
Yeah. Oh, is
like
it?
Visually, the bomb doesn't look big enough to block it, but it does, and it's really annoying when it happens.
You've gotten it often, Shresh?
Not that often, to be honest, just sometimes. But it's something I always worry about in every single run. I'm keeping an eye out for that now. Oh, pushed off. Tries to go too fast,
Again.
pushed off again. You can get womboed into this place, just thinking that you can go through. You can get comboed and die. Oh, I thought that was going to happen, but thankfully he stopped before the last piston. You can hookshot across to the green part if you're blocked behind the last piston. Doesn't save too much time. You can just wait.
Looks like upper is just about exactly 40 seconds behind of last run right now. So we are gaining time on PB, which is fun to see considering how big the PB just was last run.
Yep. Not going for any fast lights here. Waiting for the pistons to go up and down on both of the last two of those pillars. Has enough mana to get through to the end now. The cycles in this upcoming room are very important. Let's see. Gets the first one, gets the second, and fast cycle for the first brazier. Gonna make the fast cycle for the second too. You love to see it. Very cool, calm, and composed there. You saw him delaying his rolls to the point where he knew that he could roll onto the platform. That's very important to do. And see him entering Grandma. Going to probably take a save quit here. Probably the most advisable course. Yeah.
He did have a pretty fast grandma split last time, I think, killing her just as she landed in the pot. So not too much time to save in this fight. We'll probably end up losing a couple seconds to that save and quit.
I have a recorded time of 1:15:30 for his Grandma in the last run. Could it still be ahead then?
The timer just flipped over to red at 1:14:30 on here.
Yeah. Huh. Maybe I mistakenly recorded it.
Does get the power deflect there.
Oh, almost a second.
Grandma's
Yeah, the thing-
position around this arena is scripted, I believe, for all of it except up until she starts spinning. Once the dash across the room happens, I believe that it is no longer scripted.
Oh, that's snipe once, but probably one hit, yeah.
So yeah, still only about 40 seconds behind PB. Should maybe be able to make that up across the course of the rest of the run.
Oh, I know what it is. I was not counting on the last hit of Grandma because it's very hard to keep track of that. I was counting on this quit out time. So yeah, we will probably be 40 seconds behind.
Was quitting out the game there too. Oh man. Good catch though by Upper.
Yeah, there's no doubt this is a pace. Heading towards Grey Crow at like a 1:16 time. It's a really good time to be heading to Grey Crow. And to be pulling this off twice back to back in race situation. Upper's gonna leave today feeling pretty confident going into the next round. Putting Vareem on notice a little bit that he's gonna have to play consistently. Can't afford to, die a lot or make a lot of silly mistakes because Upper is playing very consistently, very cleanly. So it's good to see.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to a lot of these races.
Yeah, just as a reminder, we have 2 more races in round 1. Key Points versus Jay and Matulu versus Thundar. When they will be scheduled, we will be announcing in Discord again. But both of those are very exciting matchups. And yeah, after today, we have 2 of the next round matches also set up. One is Upper versus Vareem, the other is Zui versus me. So a few interesting matches to look forward to already. An exclamation point bracket in chat for anyone who's looking for the bracket. We're just mashing through Death's spiel here.
This is like the longest split in the game.
Seriously. I wish we could have a split after this, before the Grey Crow fight starts, so we could time exactly the Grey Crow, but you know, those are all, there's lots of wishes like that we have for splits. It's really very small things.
Something that I wanted to look into. I'm curious when the like AI model gets created, because that's how the auto splitter works. Is just like, when does the enemy get spawned? So it's possible that we could do something like that. I'm not sure.
For Grey Crow, yeah, makes sense. Good starting set of hook shots and getting some light slashes in the middle. Just going for hook shots, no parries yet. It's got a whole mass of crows now. So we'll be hoping for a double hit on the parry. Does get a double hit on the parry. Nice. It is a rarity, but you love when it happens. That's the only reason to have a mass of crows. This time just gets the one, but Grey Crow is very cracked already, and you can sense Upper sees it because he's going super aggressive. Grey Crow tries to escape, Upper trying to slash him on the chain. This should probably kill him, and it does.
It's
Onto
like
Gauntlet.
19, 18.
Yep, and again, I may have mistyped what I have here, but my time for Grey Crow last time is 1:19:20. So I don't know if that's accurate. I may have again taken the quit out time after, but I think for Grey Crow at least I took the exact time.
Even if it was the quit out, that's still only like a
It's right after
difference.
For Grey Crow, actually, they quit out immediately anyway, so yeah, it's right there. Yeah, let's see. Okay, this time gets the dialogue, which he missed last time, so it's already saving time on Gauntlet Split. Yeah, this... Oh, let's not get the fast door. A bit surprising, I think he was off center a bit and like leaning left, maybe that's why. But the Crow did not seem to get any forward momentum into that fast door. Remember that he got 3 out of 3 instant doors last time, so Gauntlet is not a huge place for time save, I imagine. And he had very clean arenas in all 3 as well, so... Gonna be keeping an eye on that timer, hoping that it doesn't turn red too early.
Some bird claps there in the corner, the upper.
So we could see it was a 1:20:53 there to get into the door. In previous run, it looks like it was a 1:20:19. So it is still about
30 seconds, 35 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
Behind rather. So that's going to be very hard to make up in Gauntlet and LOD. But
still going to be like a
crazy
1:24 run again.
Yeah, that is ridiculous to have both 2 of these runs back to back when your PB is 28. So I think Upper may have discovered his new skill level, because 28 is clearly not reflective of this man's skills. We need to reseed the tournament. But yeah, this is very impressive showing. No 2 ways around it. I cannot state how impressive this is. I cannot overstate
First
either.
hook shot there. but doesn't seem to get hit by Bull.
He did take one hit somewhere in the middle, which I personally missed, but I did get the instant door for both, so that's at least swag. Just get Betty roll skip. Yes, Reem. We will see upper comp sub gauntlet right here.
Alright, so we saw it turn red at 24 there, which we're only one arena behind.
Nice. Yeah, it's a sign of someone who's practiced gauntlet to be confident enough in the damage cycle that you can just walk away from Betty there, knowing that she will be opening the door after that roll. So it's good. Good sign. Upper is very, very well prepared. Just LOD left. Let's cheer him on. Get this hype music playing. Let's go, upper. 124 is in the offing. Going for the 2 slashes in the middle instead of 3, just playing a little safe. Pot lands on his head. Those pots are evil. Yeah, these pots are evil.
They just stay in the air for so long. Like, you think you have a handle on where they're gonna go, and then you forget where they are by the time they land.
Yeah, I was mentioning this yesterday as well. What happens to me way too often is I roll away from them, and by the time they land, I've rolled back into the same spot again. So I end up getting hit. It's just really like going for the roll through the orb. Does not get the slash on the roll, but avoids the damage. 2 HP should be good for the finish. 2440. 39 seconds behind his PB, which he just achieved, but an amazing time again.
Jeez. Gonna unmute the runners. Upper, how are you feeling after that one?
Not
Good
too
work.
bad, not too bad. I mean, yeah, cannot complain about those runs at all. Like 2 effectively PBs by like several minutes from what I had before. And even just like 2 deathless runs in a row, like I'll take that for sure.
Big congrats.
Big
Like,
improvement in, what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
You took some gaming juice today, clearly, Upper.
I guess something. Yeah. Not being distracted by chat. Clearly.
That is the major problem. Bonk chat. Someone
Yeah.
bonk chat. No, yeah, chat was cheering you on. This was amazing. Like getting so close to PB in 2 runs back to back, just crazy.
Yeah, sorry, Marcus. Oh man, the computer. Oh man, we're all praying
Yeah,
too. We
that
didn't even
makes
get to the hook shot either. Let's start a chat pray. Tell everybody in the chat to
Yeah,
pray on hook shot, but yeah.
Everything since Castle is scary for this case. And so this time starts off Castle.
Mhm. But it was a good showing. Both, yeah, you were both when when you were both on stream, you guys were in sync. It was really good. It was watch both of you run. Amazing work. Okay, I think that's it for us. So Upper is moving up to the next round 2 against Fareem. We don't have another match scheduled set in stone yet, but please join the Death Door Discord or check the schedule on the bracket to see when our next match will be. I think that's it. We're gonna raid over to really long longathon. They're
We're
doing
actually
fine. Oh, yeah.
changing. We're changing raid target mid run. We're switching over to Foxy Jira.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Can we have the runners shout out their Twitch by any chance? And their whatever they want to shout out? If the runners have anything.
Nothing for me. Just thanks to the organizers for organizing everything. It's a lot of fun, and it's gotten the community super into Death's Door. There's PBs left and right. It's really great.
Yeah, so I had really a few, which really helps and inspires through the last weeks and months in Desktop playing. That is first of all, Shresh, thanks for all your help during the last weeks and very active in chat. Putting also Zui also Upper also shout out, really often helping and inspiring for me. I hope I didn't forget anyone.
Oh,
Yes.
Thanks, y'all. And both these runners
a lot of
do stream.
great people in this community, very helpful. Ah, yes, and of course, shout out to my community. Thanks also to all these difficulties with text.
Yep.
Just to note that both these runners stream on Twitch. Definitely check them out. They have some great content and great speed running.
All right. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in. Raiding over to Foxy Jura. It's doing eco, looks like. All right. Take care, y'all.